guys know about my Roku channel that is called Beyond the Cover. Um, that you can type in on Roku TV, Beyond the Cover, which will showcase all my magazine interviews for my Destin magazine, and also on YouTube on Let's TV. That is my YouTube station, along with upcoming events that we have for Sea Portraits. We will also be at the pop up shops. I will be there with my two kids that are entrepreneurs, um, selling products for our business. So also go to the Jubilee event and all the pop up shops that Karen Hardin has, along with my Amore two classy boutique. I'll be selling those items in my Amore kids modeling camp. As I just said, my kids are entrepreneurs, and I will be helping other children become entrepreneurs as well through my Amore Kids modeling camp. That you can get them signed up uh, to become entrepreneurs on my website at cportraitsmagazine.com. Um, and again, that is cportraitsmagazine.com. Facebook is cportraits. And again, to go on Roku and type in Beyond the Cover, and YouTube, Let's See. And that's it. Hello, 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 everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. I am your host, as always. Today, as you saw in the previous video, yes, we will be um, showcasing. We just showcased our what is upcoming. Gave you a sneak peek of what Sea Portraits and Magazine has in store, LLC. So I'm so excited. Just sold one of my pairs of glasses from my Amore to Classy Boutique, sweetheart. Yes, look at these. And these will also be at the event this Saturday, the pop up shops. So you'll be able to purchase yours. Also, this is one of the outfits on my Amore to Classy Boutique website. As you can see, our website is down below, and this is the same outfit I wore at the WJBE thing. So we will be on. He re-recorded it so that it will play every week, and you guys will be able to stay in tune with the preview of what we have in store. So again, always with our Beyond the Covers, every guest will get a mug and a journal. So I'm just excited. We have a guest coming on Thursday. This week is just such a busy week, and God is just giving me a sneak preview as to what He has in store for my life. So it's time to get out your shell, but we're going to dig deep into the sneak preview after this video. Hi everyone, this is Shanidra. Yes, with Beyond the Cover. I am so excited to let you guys know the new. Now, as we know, we're going Beyond the Cover and we're doing shows and clothes. Yes, with my More Too Classy Boutique, we will be doing shows with clothes. Also, our purses. Are you in business, sweetheart? Yes, look at this beautiful purse. Yes, we have to do business. Now, are you getting a call? Answer that call. Hello. I know you did not think I was going to just leave you with just that sneak peek. Here is our new purse, sweetheart. Yes, this is where you will put this. This actually attaches to your phone and you can take the calls while your phone is in your purse. Oh my gosh, look at this. It says call me. Yes, call me 25 cents. Yes, so you could be doing business, have your business bag from our More to Classic Boutique. Yes, look at the inside. So, answer the call, sweetheart, and get into these blessings. So, you watched that video. Now let's get into what the sneak preview is all about. So, I know you guys was like, oh, she's just giving us a sneak preview of, um, what's going on with sea portraits. Yes, I'm doing that, but it's always deeper than that with me. God just never, you know, shows me the cover. He always goes beyond the cover. So, with my visual self, God always gives me, sometimes, I'm not going to say always, but sometimes He gives me a preview, a sneak preview of what's to come, which encourages us to, push forward in spite of what we see in front of us. Um, so, that we know, okay, there's a beautiful ending. Now, I may not see how it's going to come out of this, but, God already gave me a sneak preview of what He wants me to do, even with what I'm promoting this year, which is my Amore Kids Modeling Camp. That he gave me last year, to be honest. And I mean, I already had the brochures and everything done last year. So he gave me the sneak preview of what he was preparing me for this year. He allowed me to start with my children first and see if I can help them become entrepreneurs. And now that they are expanding and advancing in their God-given gifts, that and they have, took the course of the Amore Kids Modeling Camp. I'm more confident um, in helping other children because it's not always about me focusing on my children and my household. As I told you guys, when He gives me revelations, it's not just for me. Anything that you go through is not necessarily for you, it's to help someone else. So, with that being said, we're going to dig deep into and go beyond the cover of the sneak preview. Um, I know you guys know I always talk about the Joseph story in the Bible. Well, Joseph's story is very significant because as a child, um, God gave Joseph a sneak preview of, who he was going to be and what was going to happen and, all of that. Well, Joseph, like all of us, told his brothers about the sneak preview that God had given him. And he told them that the dream was, everybody's going to bow down to him and, he's going to be a ruler and all of this stuff. Now, I'm just paraphrasing and putting it in my own words, but you can read it for yourself about Joseph in the Bible. But anyways, God gives us a sneak preview, and He gets us so excited, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm about to be this and that. Oh wow! But He gives us a sneak preview of the big picture. But we don't know what the heck we're going to have to endure and how it's going to pan out or plan out. All we know is I know I saw this big picture. I know God is going to be a man of his word because he's always been a man of his word. So I know there's a beautiful ending. Now, what I'm going through right now, I do not understand. But I do know that God already gave me a sneak preview. Now, everybody else is not going to understand. And some may get jealous, just like Joseph Brothers. I mean, he told his brothers so excited, oh my gosh, I just had a dream. And they're like, whatever. So people are not going to understand your dream because your dream is for you. And that's between you and God. And you go around asking everybody else to help you with your dream that God told you he was going to direct you in and all of that, but you're going to everybody that don't know, allowing them to tell you what you're not, as God is telling you who you are. They're putting off their fear on you. And you know you got that sneak preview, but then let me tell you how the enemy puts in his twist. He puts in his twist when, okay, you got this big old vision God gave you. He did give it to you. And you're like, wow, this is great. I cannot wait. And then, you start telling people, then they're like, oh, man, you ain't going to be able to do that. So then you're like, well, dang, why did he give me this? Because now, you know, my situation, I had 2 kids. I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to get childcare. I'm going to have childcare. I'm just going to get all this help. Everybody's going to be so supportive of me because I'm going to be starting a business. And no, that did not happen. So, I'm going to give you the biblical story and I'm going to give you my story so you can see how it ties in. But yeah, he gives you a sneak preview, and you're like, yes, I'm so excited. God, I know God gave this to me, but you're gonna have obstacles. See, he don't show us all the details of how he has to grow us up and all the stuff we have to go through in order to become the person to receive these big blessings. And instead of Joseph brothers getting jealous, they should have been, trying to learn from Joseph or trying to, be more encouraging. But anyways, they got jealous and like so many um people do. They get jealous. You tell them your visions and they're like, because they never had a vision. They're looking at you like, man, whatever, trying to put doubt in you when in reality they just doubting because they don't have that spark because they haven't tapped into themselves. They don't know who they are. So they become a Cain. Now everybody knows the Cain and Abel story. You know how Cain got jealous of Abel because Abel just did what God said. And he gained favor by being obedient and showing his heart to God. God told him what he wanted, and he did exactly what God told him to do. Well, Cain wanted to do and give God whatever he wanted to give him and expected the same blessing. That's not how God worked. God told Cain when he did that and got all mad at Abel, he was like, won't I give you this too? Won't I favor you too? If you too do what I say? But, Cain got mad. And that's how so many people like, all you have to do is be obedient, but you chose. You want to continue to choose to not do what God tell you to do, but you still want the blessing. But you're not going to do that with your children. Your children was like, well, you give one child something because they were obedient, and then the other child like, well, I want one too. You ain't gonna give me no. You didn't do what I told you to do, so no, you're not getting it. Now, if you do what I tell you to do, you too will get a toy or whatever I gave. But until you do what I asked you to do, no. So any good parent, that's what they would tell their children. You wouldn't give your child who was disobedient because that's a slap in the face of the person that's being obedient. Like, dang, well, I might as well not be obedient then if I'm gonna get the same thing. So that's just how God works. He works in decency and order. He's not gonna reward you for bad behavior. That's why he keeps telling you, choose ye this day whom you gonna serve. Quit doubting yourself. Quit allowing others to tell you who you are and know who God tells you who you are. Get into the word. I told you guys. I thought honey, I believe in God. That's all I need. Can't nobody tell me nothing. So I thought, hey, that's all it is. I don't need to hear from anybody else. I don't need to know what the word says. But yes, God led me to the word. So when he leads you to the word, you must pay attention to the word because that's how he speaks to you. People want to ask, well, how do God speak to you? Well, most of the time he confirms what he's saying in his word. It's like it makes more sense the more I get into his word. But when you just read that one chapter, because I used to read the one chapter or the one verse that the pastor used to say, and I'm like, I don't get this. What does this mean? But I never dug deep into the Bible to see, oh, wow. When you read about how Moses you know, came in and how his mama had her, and then she ended up being the one who, nursed him. And I mean, when you dig deep into the word, you start understanding stuff more. You start understanding life more. You start understanding Joseph. You start understanding what Jonah was doing. You start seeing yourself as, oh man, I had a Jonah moment. Oh man, this happened to Joseph. I had this happen to me. All this stuff will start making sense. But the more you rebel and go against and start hating and being jealous when you too can have this favor and you too, he gave you a gift too, he called you too, all you have to do is be obedient, then you too can have all these things. He give you a sneak peek, and then the moment you don't see what you saw in the sneak peek, and you like, why am I going through all of this? Because that's part of he has to build you and grow you. And if you read the word and try to understand and not lean to your own understanding of the word, you would have known and understood that God was trying to prepare you, just like Joseph. He had to prepare Joseph. It looked like, oh my gosh, his brothers traded him off. How is all this happening? But if you look at the end result, what God promised Joseph came true. His brothers ended up bowing down to him, just as the sneak peek that God gave him in Joseph's dream. But, Joseph was in jail. He got falsely accused. He went through all of that. Jesus was falsely accused. He was, the Son of God. But he went through all of these changes because the bigger your calling, the more you're going to have to go through to prepare you to deal with everything. That's why people come to me and they're like, oh, you should start doing this, or oh, I saw this and this photographer is doing that, or oh, you should do this on your show. And no, I am going to go through the process that God has me to go on. Because if I go continue on the process that God has me on, then I know that I don't want to skip any steps. Because then that's how you slip up and then you wonder what happened. You are what happened. When you look at you and you see that you are the problem, then you need to take a step back and be like, hey, look, God, I don't want to move until you tell me to move. I know you gave me a preview, a sneak preview, but I don't understand what's going on, why all this hell is breaking loose, but I trust you, Lord. You gave me the vision, so I trust you wherever you got me going. Whatever this is, I don't understand it. I told y'all I was falsely accused by a family member. I mean, I done been through the most. It's more than this cover that y'all see. I was supposed to be on crutches. I've had cervical cancer that they removed that God got out of my body and that would never return again in life by the grace of God. I needed a blood transfusion after my first child, and obviously I had a second child. There's a lot of birth I had. I mean, it's so much. But when God has a calling on your life, it's nothing that nobody and anybody can do to stop what he has called you to do. Even with the Jonah situation. Everybody knows I love that story, but even with Jonah tried, to go the opposite way. God told him to tell these people and he decided not to, but he ended up having to do what he was called to do anyway. He had to go through extra stuff because he went his own way, but then he ended up coming back. That just shows you that you are able to come back. Long as you still breathing, if he gave you another day to breathe, that means you can come back. You can come back and change your ways. He's giving you that opportunity. The people that he told Jonah to talk to, they had 40 days. 40 days to change. And if they did not change, God was about to destroy all of them. If they did not turn from their wicked ways, and they was doing all types of evil. And if he forgave them, he's going to forgive you. When he gives you a sneak preview, don't get discouraged or whatever because it's not going to look. Because, honey, I've been there. I've gotten discouraged. Like, what is this? What in the world? All I'm trying to do is do what you told me to do, and I'm going through all of this for what? But it's not for me. It's not about me. It's about you. And for me to be, a light for you to see that, oh wow, she needed to be on crutches and she walking. I would have never known that. I done been in wrecks that flipped over everything, and I'm still here. And I'm still this happened during my business time. I was persecuted during the 6 years I've been in business. My kids have been bullied. I mean, I've been through it all. They are virtual. I mean, I'm going through the pandemic right along with you as a single mother. So I am, a living witness that when he tells you something, it's going to come true. He prepared me last year to talk in front of videos to prepare me for these interviews and for these being in the newspaper and the Enlightener, and now I'm going to be on another TV show and having my own TV show. I didn't know none of this stuff was happening. He gave me a preview, but I didn't know. But he prepared me. He gave me a sneak preview, had me get uncomfortable and get in front of you guys, and get out of my comfort zone, had me doing something totally, different because this is different than being behind the camera. I'm right in front. And, but I never gave up. I mean, there was times I was like, Lord, what the what? What in the world? But now it's like, okay, I see you. I see you, God. Okay, because and I can't focus on you cannot focus on what somebody else has because you don't know what they had to go through. So don't pray, oh Lord, give me this and give me what she got. No, do not pray for that. You don't know what I went through. So you don't want to go through half the stuff that I went. I'm giving y'all a sneak preview of the stuff I've been through. Oh, it's been a lot more than that. So you do not want this life. And you want your own life and you want your own calling of whatever God has called you to do. But I'm telling you, don't be jealous or hateful about somebody else and what they're doing and how they're growing. I want to stay on my process. I want to go where God has me to go. And I want to go through the full process. I don't want to stop it. I don't want to nothing because that holds you up, holds you back. I'm ready to get to that sneak preview that he gave me. And I know you do too. So stay the course, no matter what comes your way. Talk to God fast. If you're not clear of what is going on, you got the vision. He probably gave you a vision of a house or a car or a new business or a new job or this or that or a baby or I don't know what he gave you, but you know what he gave you. So if you know that he gave you a sneak preview of what he's going to give you, just know that this is your preparation time. You have to go through the process. There's a transformation process, even if you've been dipped in the water. People say once saved, always say, oh no, once saved, you need to walk saved. You need to act saved. You need to do this because he's going to tell you, why did you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I say? So we must do what he say. If, so I'm telling you guys the truth. And I want you guys to stay tuned because there is more to come. Um, and I'm just so excited. So y'all need to stay tuned, go beyond the cover, quit looking at the cover of people or the cover of their Facebook pages or the cover of whatever and judging by the cover and go beyond the cover. Learn their story because it's going to be a lot of stories that's going to be on beyond the cover. And we're going to uncover so that you guys can see the real us and you won't have this facade of thinking, oh, well, this is so glamorous and she doesn't go through anything and this and that. Oh, no, you're going to get the real. We're going to dig deep. We're going to start telling you, we go through some stuff. Get the blessings that, some of us are getting and stuff. I mean, it's some stuff we got to go through. And y'all don't know. We keep a smile because we know that God is carrying most of the weight. It's like I'm lifting it, but I'm really not, because God basically has it. So stay tuned. This is a sneak preview. And know that God, when God gives you a sneak preview, trust and believe He's going to be a man of His word. You can't trust nobody else. You can trust my Father, and I can vouch for that. I'm a living witness. So I'm gonna end off with this video and stay tuned. Hi everyone, this is Shanidra. Yes, with Beyond the Cover. I am so excited to let you guys know the new. Now, as we know, we're going beyond the cover and we're doing shows and clothes. Yes, with my More Too Classy boutique, we will be doing shows with clothes. Also, our purses. Are you in business, sweetheart? Yes, look at this beautiful purse. Yes, we have to do business. Now, are you getting a call? Answer that call.